Hello friends, my name is Bree and welcome to That Iowa Homestead. Today I'm here with Savanna from Allen's Girl Bakers and we're headed into my kitchen. So today Savanna and I are going to do some freezer corn. First things first, we got to shuck all of this corn, and Savanna and I both brought a boatload. Alright, we got all the corn shucked and ready to go. I ended up with 6 dozen plus one. I think Savanna got a little more than 13 dozen. And we are processing our corn in slightly different ways. She is blanching, cutting, and freezing hers. I am going to cut mine, cook it in butter, salt, and sugar, and then bag it up and freeze it. Let's get to it. Alright, so I got almost all of my corn cut off the cob. I ran out of room in my containers, so I'm going to go ahead and get my first batch going here. So I'm doing a triple version of this batch, which calls for 24 cups of corn. So let's see what we get in here. Alright, all 24 cups are in my pot, and I still have a bunch left over, so I'm going to be able to at least do a single batch, if not a double batch. Alright, now that we have all of our corn in our stock pot, it is time to get the rest of the ingredients in here so we can get this cooking. So a triple batch calls for 3 sticks of butter, 6 tablespoons of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of salt. Alright, so the last thing that needs to go in this pot before I can get it going is 6 cups of water. Then I'm going to get that going. I'm going to bring it to a boil, and I'm going to let it cook for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to let it cool completely before I put it into bags and stick it in my freezer. Alright, the corn has finished cooking on the stove. So before I can put this in freezer bags, I need to let it cool completely. Now I have a whole nother batch of corn that needs done still. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to transfer all this hot corn into these right here so that it kind of cools on the side while I can still work on my next batch. right, I ended up with 6 full batches of corn. I have my bags labeled and ready to go. I'm gonna bag it up and get it ready for the freezer. Okay, so as I'm going, I'm putting 2 cups in each quart bag here, and then after I get the corn in the bag, I'm going to flatten it out on the table, get all the air out of it, and it'll be ready for the freezer. All right, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Savanna and I just finished up just a couple of seconds ago. I ended up with 23 bags. Savanna got 27 bags. Yep, so these are all ready to go in our freezer, and then we'll call it a day. Thanks for coming with us today. We'll see you soon.